Hello, today we will paint fireworks. You can find our material list in the video description link. Step 1, we will use the masking fluid pen to outline our fireworks. So this year is 2021, so I will write that out. And now I'm just applying outward stroke of thin lines coming out from the 2021. When I think of fireworks, they always seem like flowers blooming in the sky, so I kind of drew it that way. Now I'm just adding little sparks around my firework. Okay, once you're done, let it dry. I sped it up by using a blow dryer. Once it's really dry, we're going to use the wet on wet technique to do the background. So you want to apply water evenly to your painting surface, and if you have a single sheet of paper, you want to do this on both sides of your paper so that it doesn't curl. When you have done that, you can apply colors that you want to your paper. So when I think of night sky, I think of blue, I think of purple, and I think of black, and but today our sky is filled with fireworks. So besides these colors, I'm going to add teal to it, and I'm going to add pink and yellow and green just to make it light up a little bit more. It's going to be very festive. Okay, so color yellow, I'm going to apply it to next to purple and pink, but not to the blue, because yellow and blue makes what? Green. You got it. Okay, after that, I'm just adding very dark green and black to the surrounding. It will create a sort of a vignette effect, highlighting the center festivities of our colorful light. Okay, so I don't normally use pure black. I like to mix it with other dark colors to make it more interesting. When black by itself, it can be kind of boring. You see that I sprayed a little water to my paper. That's because my paint has dried a little bit, and after that I am going to blend it out a little bit more. When you blend, make sure you don't overlap two colors too much, because that will just mix the colors together and make them muddy. Okay, now I'm just going back to intensify some colors that I want, the blues and the purple. Okay, and after that I'm just blending a little bit more. One of the way to blend the paint naturally is to tap it while it's really wet. So now your paper is filled with pigment and moisture, and when you tip it, gravity will pull the water down. Okay, so you will see that I'm tapping it on all four sides of the paper. That way all the colors will start moving in all four directions. Okay, so you want to watch it for a little bit so that it doesn't mix too crazily, but usually this will allow it to blend very naturally. Okay, alright, I'm spraying some water on top to make it more interesting, and I'm just blow drying right now. So make sure it's really dry before you use the glue eraser or just normal eraser to remove the masking fluid. Here you go, here's your firework reappearing again from the night sky. Okay, I love doing this part. Alright, our last step is to paint the firework. We will be using size 2 brush for this. So I'm going to use several colors. I think of fireworks in orange, yellow, blue, and red. Yeah, that's what I normally see when I see fireworks. There's green too, but today I'm just gonna stick with these 4 colors. So are you looking forward to this year and what it will hold for you? I am not so sure whether this year will be very different from last year because the pandemic still seems to be surging quite a bit, but we do have the vaccine, so hopefully things will be under control. But you know what? I have learned that we have very little control over our environment and situation. So the best superpower I look forward to is resiliency. That is finding things that I can be thankful in all situations, and also seeing opportunities to learn in every single situation. For example, so suddenly we're stuck at home for a whole year, and that's when I started to really paint a lot. I didn't really paint that much before this year, last year, 2020, but I've always wanted to learn. And guess what? Last year allowed me to stay home a lot, and I had a lot of time to paint. And I love that I'm painting again. And I've learned a lot more other things, like how to teach on Zoom, how to edit videos, many things I would not have tried if I didn't stay home that much. So I think resiliency is a superpower we should all have. But sometimes it's really hard to see the good and the bad. And sometimes it's really hard to see what opportunities lie before us. So that's where God comes in. I think God was opening my eyes to see, wow, there's so many more things I can learn. Well, here's our watercolor firework. I hope you have fun painting this firework painting. Remember, you can always ask God to open your eyes and see the good and the bad and help you be resilient in all situations. I can do all things through Him who gives me strength. Goodbye.